Herd. We are the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Drexy
and Denise, and we are recording with special support from Councilmember Mark Collier,
broadcasting from a galaxy far, far away.
Pew pew.
Right.
We are welcoming everybody back to the herd, and
we are back for session 5.
5. I keep
There's a video about that.
We count to 4.
It's been a very long day. Numbers have been all over the place. So, if you guys were listening last week, we ran into a new friend.
Well, a new somebody. We don't know if he's a friend yet. We don't know anything about him yet.
He hasn't tried to kill us yet. So, so far.
Yeah, so that's something.
So far, so good.
He did trust you to go into his home.
He did trust us to go.
But he told us to go into a door that shocked the absolute
No.
We were being
that
It's the
was
robot that found that door.
We found the secret door.
And we were being sneaky about it. So,
Yes.
Technically, we're the
Oh, I thought it was our secret door.
No.
You were like, it's hard to find.
We're being untrustworthy.
Okay, I definitely thought it was the same door.
That was a sneaky door. It is a trap hidden door that we found. The Alliance
You guys were doing
ranking.
in my house.
I thought we found all. I somehow missed a little bit, but I thought we found all of that down in the cave.
No, that was Penny was doing.
Yeah, I thought it was all down in the same room.
So is this changing how you're playing this?
There's a little bit, yeah. Fucking salty, man. I'm looking for a reason to punch this guy in the face.
Oh no!
It was all hidden.
The physicality of this particular individual probably looks like a person that doesn't do a whole lot of punching. Maybe more like the big brain thinkings. But yeah, you met a new individual, Elkaris. You are that was your contact. You brought the medical supplies here on Ryloth to distribute to the colony that Elkaris has been living in. We left off last time where you all had discovered there was a false bottom to the crates that you brought from Quinn Station.
Yeah, false bottom.
Elkaris, you took Ari home and discovered that his parents are missing.
Nowhere to be found.
And it's getting dark. All right, but then, who wants to start first?
Do we want to inspect this?
Do you want
We have to roll for destiny.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Let's roll for destiny. Maybe
Maybe
we'll get,
this is better than last time.
yeah, let's get lucky stuff.
Starting off on.
Wow.
In her fashion.
Denise,
2 negative.
Oh.
Dark side.
I got one.
Oh no.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Yay.
One light.
And one dark.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
You got to like ones too.
So,
Buddy, it's really nice sister.
your role does not determine like your current
Your alignment.
morality
Yeah.
or alignment. And besides, pirates doing good, right?
Right, we're good pirates.
Night sister does not mean evil.
I'm a good night sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just like the green
different.
glowy smoke.
Oh, nice sisters.
I feel like you should judge me by my looks.
Right.
You don't even
Right.
Matthew.
What?
What?
The drama begins.
The drama.
Ask him, there is always drama.
All right. So who wants to go first? We have team in the cellar
I
and
want to
team in the house.
inspect this.
I want to know what's in the
I have
box.
that in the
Okay.
house.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have-
Patsy's gonna find out. So we put the code cylinder in the box. It popped open, and inside the box there's information.
You do see a bit of a manifest regarding the antiviral medication. It does show that it is something being researched by the governor here on
Ooh.
Ryloth. Additionally, because it is data, there's like a data pad. When it's activated, you see a name that says Rarik.
Oh,
Hey,
So you
Wow.
suspect that you have Rarik's Imperial Code cylinder.
that's a bad thing that he dropped.
And it does say,
Very
as
heavy.
part of this manifest, save all antiviral for higher ranking soldiers.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna give the antiviral to the locals and to these critters, and then the soldiers are gonna be the ones taking a nap.
Can we log in either, I don't know, Tenny or
I have a question, real quick. I don't remember why Rarik is familiar. I forgot.
Government,
That's your name,
right?
Rarik.
You guys
No.
don't know anything about
Elkaris.
Shit.
it.
Okay.
You guys
Yeah.
don't know anything about it.
But we
Oh,
Mr.
we
B.
knew
Oh,
there's a storm.
No,
meta,
we
meta,
heard
you know.
Rarik.
Meta,
Yeah.
you know that I'm interested, that Elkaris is interested in.
But as a character,
But
That's
other
what it
things
was.
you don't know.
Okay.
All
okay.
we knew was
Just don't
there
And there was
It's
something in
Imperial
there, and I couldn't. Okay.
yeah.
All you know is that I'm interested in Imperial officers.
Can we? I don't know if it would do anything good, anything extra good. Either myself, shut your face, Matthew, Tenny, or whoever. Can we see if we can, like, I don't know, maybe hack more into this data pad to see if there's like layers to it,
So
information, or if it's
this
just
particular bit is pretty much strictly manifest
Okay.
for these boxes. That being said, as you look more into not just the manifest, but just sort of moving things around, because there's basically just a lot of like crud. Part of these crates to like maintain the cooling, and the fact that they have this blank space over here. There's essentially like spacey ice packs in the bottom of this thing, but among them, you find something that looks. It looks like a syringe. It doesn't match the color of the antiviral medication that you brought along, but it's like a blue liquid.
So is it concentrated viral?
You're
Virus?
not sure at the moment. It does have like a little caution symbol on it.
That's never good.
Yeah.
I want to test that. I don't know that we have any.
I don't know if we have equipment or if something the droid can do to,
I mean, we
Maybe
stole a bunch
analyze
of
it,
random
right.
equipment,
but that's
back
all
on
on the ship.
On
Yeah.
the ship. We should pocket that anyway.
We could test
I
it
wonder
with
what it
somebody
is.
we don't like.
Okay.
That's
That's
very
what
good.
tested on the animals.
But maybe they've already been tested across.
Veto.
So
However, I really, now that we have found these and we see, I'm assuming there's quite a bit of, like, because we have these full crates. I want to make sure that we have, that we keep enough to get the animals on the ship their antivirals. We kept them and now they're kind of dependent on us. So I think we need, we made a promise to these
I like
animals.
this idea, but we also have to make sure we are bringing these medical supplies for the colonists that they get their med.
That's true. That's true.
well, maybe we can keep one and try to replicate it.
That's always
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So
There you
I
go.
guess we'll need to see how many.
And we've got all these
Yeah.
journals and books and equipment.
Right.
And we are.
Yeah.
And you
Still have a confidential data pad from back in the strange like research
That's right, that was-
area.
Ooh.
still.
Is that still on the ship?
All the cool stuff from the ship.
All the cool stuff from the ship.
We didn't think we were going to need it.
I know it. That's all right. That's all right.
And I'm not sending Tenny out there in this desert storm.
But speaking of all this information gathering, because it reminded me, so Elkaris has a specific duty is a mechanic in this game. I know, don't laugh, but Elkaris has a desire for information. We're going to consider it triggered for this session, so everyone's wound threshold is counted as 4 higher. And I have other specifics, I think, at the bottom of your sheet. And it's been a hot minute since I
You got to add four
4 more wounds.
Wound or strain?
Wound threshold is just increased by 4. It is temporary, so you might write it on your papers.
Oh, so like my 14 wounds would then go to 18.
Right.
Pesky can take 2 grenades to the face now.
Let's see if I can find all the specifics. I made a note. I would write it down temporarily so that way you can make sure you get it back. Because this is not a permanent increase. It's just for cards.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So roll 22. I had pre-rolled.
Mhm.
All characters increase their wound threshold. Okay, so y'all are 2 and Elkaris is by 4, I think.
Oh, by 2. Okay.
Yes, so Elkaris, yours goes up by 4 and everyone else's 2. My brain latched onto something. I apologize. It's been like a couple weeks, I think, since I put this together.
Yeah.
And I don't have
Sorry. Yeah.
I don't have a great memory, I'll just be honest. It's hard, but we make do. But yeah, so
Okay, so I want to pocket the weird vial that we found at the bottom. I want to know what it is. At least one of them. There's other crates.
yeah, and there's
I would imagine
and there's
there's going to
one
be
in
at the
each of
bottom.
the crates.
Yeah.
So you're able to snag the both of those. You can remove or rehide the manifest should you so choose. But you sort of know that they're researching these antiviral. You know that Rarick is involved. You're not sure who that is yet. Though.
So I think the manifest, all the information is going to go in the backpack with all the other goodies that the jaw.
And then
Good
we
idea.
put the
Yep.
put it
Put
back.
the false bottom back down.
Right. So it's not obvious we moved anything.
Yep.
Other
Do
than that,
all of the crates have these false bottoms?
You brought 2 with you. They both have it. Relatively the same stuff. A
Okay.
manifest for each crate, and
Okay.
each crate had one of the blue vials.
You know, we have both of the vials. Pesky's got all the literature that came with them.
You might write it. I hope you wrote it down because I probably will forget who has what. Should you get separated, as we have with Elkaris right now out in the darkness of town, looking in Ari's house, you can see that his parents are clearly not there. It definitely looks like this place has been ransacked. Is there anything you want to look for? Or do Ari's sort of awake and looking around and very confused right now?
Yeah, I just want to sort of look around and sort of gather what information I can, see if there's any sort of like sign of like type of person being here or what they were looking for,
Okay.
if they might have found anything, if it looks like the search stopped at a certain point,
Okay.
all that sort of stuff.
Give me a perception check, and I'll grab the difficulty.
So that is
Perception.
So it looks like you have 5 green. So I know it's kind of hard to see on the printout. All right. The difficulty is going to be 3 purples, so a hard check. Yeah. It is dark in here though. I have to remember that because we do have someone with scanner goggles, so I will imply like environmental effects. So go ahead and throw on a couple of setback die. And we'll explain why here in a moment, other than the fact that it is totally dark. So it looks like mine's different. Other than it being night.
He's like, here's my tray.
I don't know how to interpret.
Please translate.
Okay, so I'm gonna move all these. And
Magic and wise knower of things. Tell me, what does my trait say?
all right, you have 2 success and 1 advantage because those cancel out there. So 2 success. First thing you do, attempt to flip on the lights. No reaction.
I missed something.
Forever gonna home, Elkaris got real short all of a sudden.
See, Mistress has trick chairs.
I do. But yeah, so Elkaris, you flip on the lights, no reaction as you sort of like do a quick check of kind of the porch area, kind of looking over to the side. It looks like their power has been messed with, so it was likely cut before anyone entered the home. You can see that the home was not like, it's not like the door was kicked in. Someone with finesse had to have unlocked the door because it doesn't look messed with it. It gives the vibe that the door was just unlocked. but you know better because you have seen the room is totally ransacked. It looks to your expert eyes like how you would leave a room if you wanted it to look like they were just robbed.
Okay.
But nothing that you can tell, because you've visited before, nothing you can tell that's of value, of course, for this family of meager means. Nothing of value has been taken.
Space TV is still there. The Space VCR is still there. The Space Boombox still safe.
Yeah.
Just top of the I know.
So the only thing that is gone, of course, are I was about to say Elkar's parents. Ari's parents. Your parents are missing. How many parents do we have to find? Struggle is real. So Ari's parents are like the important thing that are missing. You have an advantage. So unless you have a super cool idea, do you mind if I like tack on good things for it?
I don't really have any.
I don't want to steal it if you have
No,
stuff.
no,
So,
go for it.
as part of your like sort of investigations, the way that everything seems to have been handled reminds you of how ISB agents are trained to talk a place and make it look like someone else was responsible.
Anyway, can we hear?
On top of that, with all the dust and everything from the sandstorm, there's a print, just so faint, at the opening where the doors has been open. Like perhaps a medical droid came through here as well.
Oh, that's cool.
We don't know this stuff.
Oh,
This is all
right.
better.
I'm like hearing all of this. Like,
We don't know this.
forget.
I know all better for us.
It's the
Okay,
best
that's
when you have
for
to share information.
So
Okay.
now it's all dependent on what he
Yes.
decides to share with us.
I'm glad you said that.
It's like the Rarick thing.
I know the name.
It's horrible.
You do, but it's not.
I don't know anything about this person.
Who's that? Wait, you totally do. You've seen the name.
I mean, I've only seen it in the book. I don't know anything else. It's just like you
You
might as
told
well
us
be
what
botched
you
it.
saw in the book, right? We
Right,
all were.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing we were all
Yeah.
looking at it.
We're all looking at it.
Ideally, everyone's working together.
Yeah.
Right. We just don't know why this guy's important.
Is there anything else in the home that you would like to look for? Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I want to go like into Ari's room and get him like packed.
Okay.
Just get him like prepared to not be at home.
Okay. I
Um,
feel like we're helping NPCs out.
He's such a good dad.
I was just thinking that. Like, take care of the youngling.
In this game, there's actually like a critical injury where when a player gets like critically hit, it turns something from the light. It turns it from the light to the dark. But like for like high points where players are like role playing, good things. You're meant to be a heroic character. I want to reward you all for that. So. Obviously, rewards come in the form of experience at the end of the game too, but we might as well have an immediate mechanical effect.
Yeah.
So as you bring hope to this
Being
child's
all
life,
heroic.
get him packed up to take back with you. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. It's like he has one outfit and like a Tuca doll. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him that he's gonna come stay with us, with me, for a little while.
Give me a charm check because he's definitely frightened. Obviously he's a wee NPC, so the difficulty is easy, which is 1 purple.
And that 3 green.
Yeah, looks like it.
Too bad I'm not there to inspire you.
Too bad.
It comes in so handy.
Oh, well, it's not like
Literally all the good things.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
So as
Just
you're
that charming.
talking to him, you can tell he's definitely scared. Very clearly just with his parents. But trusts you and doesn't like his mood eases. So it's not like he's gonna bust out crying or anything, but you can tell this kid's definitely upset, but he feels comfortable with you. Anything else in this space?
Nope. Just want to start. Just close up the door and head back to my house.
All right. Are you all upstairs upon Elkaris's return?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm just
I think we
chilling, hanging
Probably
out.
had long enough to finish unloading. It's only a handful of crates.
Okay.
Maybe.
So you all are like lounging on, I guess, Elkaris's like couch, probably also like a chair. Because the space is not like
one of your friends
decorated or something.
Like, what if you're the boo girl?
You've got
Oh no! Is that the scene? I'll let you react to that one.
She likes the green skin. Close to her blue.
Oh,
It's nice.
the colors complement each other.
Yeah. Well, I feel like as a Dathomirian, Fox is probably quite pale, so Pesky's kind of the odd one out in the
Gray.
warm browns.
Yeah.
My skin is like a charcoal gray. Yeah, like I'm very gray.
Yeah. So everyone's cool tones, and then there's Pesky.
Poor Pesky.
Yeah.
It's all right. Maybe Pesky's flipping through the manifest. I mean, there's probably not much else in there of interest. But it's
Okay.
Jawa.
just, I mean, a Jawa in the search for knowledge and things to know.
Ari probably like hops off your shoulders and looks around at them on the pretty much all the sitting furniture available, leans over to see like the bed space and is like, I'll see you in the morning. Runs over, like fully like does a big old hop flop into your only bed. And throws the covers over. Honestly, he was super winded after the desert trek last session.
And then shotgun Sarah coming home and
Yeah, and pretty quickly you all hear like that telltale like the kid's totally asleep.
okay, he's out.
Yeah. But yeah, what are you all doing?
So why'd you bring him back?
His parents weren't at home, so
Are you
he's gonna stay with us. Me.
thinking it's something
Are
to
you
do
worried?
with other
Parents, where are they?
disappearances?
What? There's two questions.
It doesn't look to be similar as the other disappearances.
I'm not entirely sure. From the information that I found at the house, I don't know. It seems like it, but I'm not entirely sure.
Speaking of information, while we were unpacking all of our cool stuff, we found this data pad with more cool stuff on it.
Produces a manifest. To your eyes would definitely vibe like Imperial. The sort of like outer casing of it and everything does strike you as like research related. Yeah. It's not corporate, even though when you requested the supplies, you knew that they had been diverted to a corporate location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go through it?
It's the same material that Pesky actually picked up earlier, so you can see it's a manifest of like the antiviral. There is strange code at the bottom. So Pesky and Elkaris, why don't you both give me I would take either computers or skullduggery, whichever happens to be better for you.
Let's see, I've got 3 greens for computer. I think my skullduggery is really high though. Yeah, I've got 4 greens and a yellow.
Okay. Throw 2 purple dice on there, make the roll, and let's see how it goes. Just preemptive data. All right. Pretty good all around. So Pesky, you have 2 success, 3 advantage. Only one of these gets canceled. So we have 1, 2, 3 success and 1, 2, 3 advantage. Did we tie? Did we just tie? Right?
There's
Well, I think I've
You
got
had more
one.
success, right?
Yeah, I've got 1 more, I think.
Okay, so Pesky, because Pesky has higher success, I'm going to say that Pesky sort of recognizes this a little bit faster. The strange code at the bottom, you feel like indicates the existence of the blue, whatever the
Okay.
blue, and it does say virus. was
Oh.
that those were inside the box. So you have like a split second to think of something because obviously Elkaris isn't aware that you all pocketed
I mean, we
his.
have
Yeah.
them now.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
had a doctor,
Right.
Right. So that's
We have
totally.
2 vials of it.
We should totally not break any.
We should totally not break this. Yeah.
Yes. So, but wait, are we trying to hide the fact that we have them from him though?
Well, you all originally
guys
pocketed
have
it. Elkaris, I will say you decode this slightly after Pesky. I'm not sure, like, if you would physically like stiffen or verbally react. But you just see virus. It doesn't. It's blue to your eyes, but it doesn't say blue virus. It
Okay.
just says virus.
Okay.
Yeah. Physical
Yeah.
I mean, we've already
description
pocketed
is
it.
I'm
the-
gonna take that. I'm just gonna go downstairs.
All right. Do you say anything?
Since we pocketed it, we're running the
You did
assumption
what?
that we what? We didn't do it. Java. So we kept the virus vials because they were different than everything
Yeah.
else.
And
So we wanted to test
and
them.
you do suspect that Elkaris probably could read that too, so you would think, oh
Right.
no.
But we don't know if he's a good guy or not.
We do not.
We suspect he might be cool.
We don't know yet.
Right. We don't know. But he didn't just like blast the kid the first time he was annoying. So
Right. So that's something.
Could be his little pet.
Could be.
could be. That's true.
I mean,
Little creepy
Maybe
little-
it's
you guys like
future bad guy
animals,
apprentice.
I have my animal, you have yours.
So I want to follow him down to kind of oversee what's going on. Show that we did. Here's everything lined up. Here's your antivirals.
It's
All
all
your supplies.
expertly organized. There's no like separate vials, so there's 2 crates. Each claimed in the manifest there was 1 virus. Quick glance at the supplies. There's all the things, sans 1 stim, and
I'm basically doing
Virus.
inventory because
Yeah.
and I'm not saying anything as I do this, but I'm taking an inventory because you guys told me that you guys took a step back.
Yes.
And as I go through it, I see it's -2 viruses and -1 of the
stim pack. Yeah.
of the stem, and then
That's the only.
Well,
Those are the only things they removed from the box.
okay, I thought you said you took one of the viral ones.
Well, we've got
Oh,
for the
yeah. I was gonna say.
Did
No,
you actually?
No. We are going to wait and talk.
I think that's what we.
I wanted to take them for
And
the
I
critters,
said
but
we should discuss this
Yeah.
with the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you're down here
If
with
there's
me,
excess, the goal was to help animals.
since you're down here with me, not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna tell you, okay, let's go back upstairs.
Okay.
I'll close the door, cover it up, make sure it's hidden again. Then when we all get back in the room again, I'm just gonna say, where are the virus vials?
they're safe.
Meaning what?
Meaning we have them wrapped up where they can't be broken.
Okay.
We-
You provided these chests for me.
Right. We provided the medicine for you,
No, you provided the chests. for
You
me.
would not have.
We
I
provided
asked,
them.
I asked you to get the chests.
and we provided the
And
chest.
you did provide the chest.
the cure.
Minus
So we provided
You
the
wouldn't have
chest.
the chest at all if it wasn't for us.
You would not have
We
been
are not
able.
handing over a virus to somebody we don't.
You would not have been able to get to the secret compartment that held the manifest and the virus without the code cylinder that we had. We want to take it back to our ship where we have more information to be able to see what this is.
I can guarantee you I have a better way of figuring out what this thing is and how to combat it better than your ship.
Does that
But
involve
we've-
injecting somebody with it?
But we've
Does it
got
involve
all
hurting
that
somebody?
equipment we stole and all those notebooks we stole. It's all back on the ship. We can check it out back at the ship. That's where all the information is.
You would definitely find it intriguing, the fact that they say they have more research and
Yeah.
information, because that's one of his like key
Yeah.
interests.
That we have from where we got the medical supplies, we were able to access more information.
We are incredibly reluctant to hand over a virus to people we don't know in a town full of already sick people.
We don't want the
So true.
Raccoon City
So-
happening.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want to unknowingly hand it over to the guy who's gonna like
Especially now that we
obliterate the
know
town.
that this is Imperial and that there seems to be Imperial here.
Right.
Was Rourke's name on the?
It was on the manifest.
on the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that Burke is on planet.
So I see. I see that these were actually destined to come here to begin with.
Yes, to give to the higher.
Yeah, it said reserved for like higher ranking.
How do you
Yeah.
guys know it's supposed to come here?
Because we read the map.
It was in the manifest, I think, right?
To say-
Like off for a second, and that wasn't the information he found. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we
final
read it in the
location is not.
Well, we saw that. Okay, so
Oh,
we missed
okay.
up. We saw
Okay.
that it was going. It belongs to Imperial, and it is saved
That's what
for
I was getting.
higher ranking.
Okay.
We just know the name Rourke is on there, and we do know from what you've told us that the Imperial seems to be taking these people, so we don't want this to get back to them.
Right.
They're here. We don't know how many other planets it's affecting, but we do know it is affecting this planet, this city, this colony.
Is this okay?
I know that.
It's like more fun
So
for me
there's-
because I know what's happening on both sides. It's like I need popcorn.
Do you know who Rourke is?
We don't. We saw his name on there, which probably makes him somebody we want to punch in the face.
Well, somebody obviously important on their side
This
in
is
the
why she
research,
Who's that?
the Imperial side.
Because he's mentioned in the paperwork, he knows something then that
Yeah.
we don't.
And it was your code cylinder that we
Right,
stole.
That he's
Yep.
apparently
You have
clumsy.
What?
You have
Oh,
a cylinder?
Yeah.
He's apparently very
Yeah.
clumsy.
We found the code cylinder when we
Now,
collected your medicine.
this is pesky.
So, okay,
Thank you very much.
Pesties,
As we found a shiny thing on the floor.
They're definitely
Turned out
like
to be.
I'm like the first-
We're pirates.
Not very good.
So now I have more understanding. Can I have a code cylinder?
That's pesky.
Absolutely not.
We need a little bit more. What's the word that I'm looking for?
We need some.
History, information, trust, literally anything. Yeah.
Willingly hand. We've already
So
given
far,
you.
all we know is we have shown up to this colony. There's a ton of creepy, sick-looking zombie people in all of this town, and you have just had us take all of the medicine and hide it under your house.
A very impersonalized house that
It's not looking great for you. We're not handing you over viruses. We're not handing you over code cylinders.
Pesky's good.
This medicine is for the people in your colony, not to be hiding under your house.
So if we go and hand this medicine out,
I'll feel a little better about it. Maybe I'll put the safety back on my flamethrower.
then
The what flamethrower? You don't have a flamethrower.
I brought it here. I mean,
Oh, you can't bring it.
it's a flamethrower.
it's very obvious.
I just don't trust him. I don't trust him.
So
we
while
gotta
this-
be
while this
diplomatic about
happens,
this.
I'm gonna go into the bedroom,
This is why you do the talking.
close the door,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna grab. How many of the antivirals were there? Do I know?
enough.
50?
There's definitely enough for people in
Okay.
town and probably extra as well.
For the
And
animals.
it's,
Yeah.
it's later at night now, right?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late at night. People might be getting started to go out on night shift to the governor's palace at this point.
Oh, we have to stop them. Wait, we don't
Oh,
know
no.
that they're
It could then set off a whole nother string
Yeah.
of events that the Empire knows that something's going on in this colony. We don't
Well,
want
the
to
We need
know.
more
Empire-
information.
Well, the Empire already knows something's going on because
Well, yes, but they don't
somebody
know.
just stole a bunch of their stuff off the space.
But they don't know that we're here.
They don't.
Oh, well, that's true.
And they don't know that the crates ended up where they were supposed to go.
We don't want
We
to
don't
bring
know that
attention
either.
to our
Delivered
So,
them to the right
so
place
I'm
for free.
gonna grab 5 antivirals, and while I'm in there with the door closed, I'm gonna check underneath the bed.
All right. So you all said that you were gonna like put everything back. Who in the group has the best skullduggery skill? I have
I have a.
sneaking proficient at sexually pesky.
I think it
I
is.
got 3 green.
Skullduggery. I've got 4 green and a yellow.
Actually, hold on. I
I
have.
have 3 green.
So your difficulty sounds like it's going to be determined by pesky, whose is the highest.
Mhm.
So whatever your skullduggery is, which I think it was 2 yellows and 3 greens. So then you said you had 1 yellow?
4, yeah, 1 yellow and 4 green.
So 1 red and then 4 purple dice. We'll see how it goes. Just for funsies to like move destiny points to the other side of the pool, I'm gonna flip it and make one of those purple a red. So I'm gonna upgrade a purple to a red, possibly increasing the chances that pesky unintentionally reset the trap, and you might trigger it since things have been altered by the other players.
Pesky.
Oh, looks like pretty good. So we've got these canceling out. Oh dang.
I don't like that. Oh, dang.
2 advantage over here cancel out by that threat. So you have 3 threat left over. Elkaris, you aren't sure if anyone's messed with it, but when you go to like activate it, you're in a bit of a rush. It zaps you. You have 3 threat on that. I'm gonna say you take 3 strain from your own trap. You all hear that zapping, that buzz zapper sound,
I'm
and
just gonna sit up straight.
after the ozone smell emanating from underneath the door.
I'm gonna just kind of pet.
Hey,
A nice little back rub.
I've never heard that noise ever.
Timmy probably like a thing because Timmy got hurt pretty bad.
I'm gonna bang on the door and ask if he's okay.
But then that would be you. No.
God damn it.
You all right down there?
No.
You
So
can you walk back up?
I'm
Dang,
gonna
fair.
open the door.
Dang,
and
fair.
come out. I'm gonna say 2 things to show you that I'm not the bad guy. We have to wait until the morning. The night shift comes back. We can't send them in different than what they left or when they left originally.
That's true. That would tip somebody.
Second
real
thing.
fast.
Is why did you go snooping?
You don't know that they snooped.
Well, it triggered.
It triggered, but you did have failure on that. So
Okay.
because you were looking into if it had been
I
messed
thought
with.
he said that if it went off, I knew.
Yeah, no, I took advantage of the threat as it going off, but you're actually unsure if anyone messed with
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because
Fair
when you
enough.
have
Ignore that.
They were tracked by
Before I come out,
previously.
I'm gonna grab the rod out
okay.
of the.
I'm sorry. I just. It's like every time it's rod. Like, why is there a rod? It's unknown. It's an unknown substance. It's, never mind.
I can't say a thing.
No. Well, I'm gonna reset the trap correctly this time. And
Yeah, you're like, man, I don't know what I was doing before. I obviously had that wire way too exposed.
And I'm gonna show that I have 5 antiviral on me now, and say in the morning when they come back, we'll give it to them. Because, like I said, we don't want them seeing them come back normal when they left.
Right. That would. Yeah. They probably wouldn't make it back.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Anything to be done in the night while we wait?
If they do, we need to find somewhere to stay because it's storm's still going.
You know what I'd really like to do, since we have cover of darkness, is I'd like to see a little bit more of that secret passageway that you said that you saw somebody being taken into.
I forgot all about
We don't necessarily have to go into it tonight, but I would like to do a little recon around it, figure out if is there a safe way to maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take you into the city to show you.
Okay, so if you would like to go scout it out, you actually tend to use like a more secretive path into the city. Takes a little bit longer, but passing through the canyon, it brings you within the shadow of the governor's palace because the canyon's like deep and at the base of it. But it does eventually lead into town, where you mentioned seeing the secret passageway. So if you would like to make the trek, you could actually walk out with the night shift folks as they make their way into town. I would say maybe one of them probably has a vehicle, like a land speeder, and everyone would carpool. So if you catch them before they go, you could get a ride in. If you don't want to go with them, that's an option too.
And I think you being the guide is probably up to you which way you decide to take us.
I don't think we should take it. Personally.
Okay. So you all see the folks who are on the night shift hop in. If you're outside while they're still in town, they would greet you. They look tired. At least the driver probably would nod in your direction, but the other folks just sort of shuffle on and sit down and wait to go to work. But yeah, they would take off obviously at a much higher speed than you all, but you're free to make your way through the canyons. You have come through at nighttime before, but just to help pick out the best, easiest path, why don't you give me a survival check to guide the team? Yeah.
Oh, just him.
So he knows the way. Now, that being said, if you all are walking along and want to help point things out, that's an option. But Elkaris is the individual that's been.
Yeah, he would want to.
Yeah.
Jessica wants to know if there's any good late night stuff. Maybe they want to buy some drug parts.
So the difficulty of it is going to be easy. Done this trek, like a million times. But I'm going to throw on a setback die just for darkness. And give it a roll. And let's see how it goes.
These two.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so those cancel. We have 4 success. Elkaris is pretty swift. Very quickly approaches the canyon. You see that they're really paying attention to the pathway. They have a set, not that it's worn down where everyone would know your route, but it's a pretty quick cut through. There's even portions where the wall pushes in, and so you have essentially shortcuts by hugging the inside. But yeah. You get to the city pretty easily. It takes a decent. It's a walk. I mean, you're walking. It probably takes a decent hour to get that far. Ooh. Yeah, I know.
Understand.
Person drove. But yeah, you get into town. It's a little bit more lively, obviously, than the colony. We have normal people out and about. Several twilight. It is later at night, but the party crowd is kind of out, dressed for a night on the town. You see several people heading into dance clubs and things like that. There are cantinas. You see some off-duty Imperial officers and stormtroopers in these spaces. Yeah. But yeah, the secret passage, describe it, and we might consider that a good thing for the night.
So the secret passage is, it almost just looks like a
secret passage.
The best way, no, what's the best way to put it? But it almost looks like so it's on the back side of the building. So it almost just looks like an entrance to the back of this building.
Okay.
Which looks very well kept. So it looks like something that's really, really nice.
Is it like
a no, it's it's almost like a small or a large sort of strip mall, but one of the bigger buildings, and the back door is on the back of that one. As you are walking in, am I just
sure, yeah.
So I'll show you guys just sort of like the initial walk-in. So as you walk into the big building. So it's an actual back door to the building. And as you walk in off to the right, there is what looks like just like a stack of sort of like a flooring sort of thing, sort of like wood panels. But on top of it, as you push down on one of the panels, the door clicks open. So like the panels click open.
All right, and just to add on to this description, as you all enter the space and Elkar shows this to you, I need everyone to give me a hard vigilance check. So I would say setback die for, it is darker in this space, but Kyla, you have your scanner goggles, so you ignore that.
One black,
2 green.
right?
So yes, but I'm going to say that it's hard on the vigilance check. So 3 purples with that, and whatever your vigilance is.
Oh.
So 3 purples and a black, and then
This is for
Everybody has
everybody.
3 purple.
It's 3 purple, 1 black, and then whatever your
Is this something
Whatever
like
your vigilance is.
It's not very good for me.
I think your
Yeah,
tool is like
Mine's not very good.
thing. I don't know if they're hot minutes until it. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
You usually put yourself in situations where you don't really need to.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, so Elkaris, you're very focused on showing them the passageway. Pesky, you got a great roll. You have a couple of threat on that. I'm not going to actually worry about it in the census, but you have 2 success.
Oh,
Kyla, you have a fail.
oh no.
Let's see how Fox
Oh,
does,
great.
and we'll
I
describe
like to
what
be consistent on my face.
Yeah. Let's see how we did. Well, I see a lot of advantage, but unfortunately, you have 3 failures and no success to cancel those out. So
okay then.
we have a little bit of an advantage situation going on, but so we're right at the end of session. So, like, just for the purposes of closing it out on a cliffhanger, Pesky, you realize that you all are not alone as Elkaris is showing me this. Like, the space is empty of any people, but off in a dark corner somewhere, you just hear the echoing, like, wow, wow,
Oh.
wow, of a droid.
Is it going?
You may have been spotted. And then we have our complication.
Okay.
Leo.
So you guys
For the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we do 25. We're trucking along, moving story ahead quickly. So if you haven't spent any since last session, that means you've got 50 at this point. Because Elkaris, I don't think you spent any. So you've got 50 to blow anywhere on your sheet. Yeah.
You said 25, right?
Questions, comments, concerns? Having fun?
I have 40 now. Sweet.
Okay, so we have gotten ourselves into a little bit of a bind.
It's the perfect cliffhanger
Let
spot.
that stew and let my anxiety ride through because
Before we enter.
funny note, about 2 August, that's right.
That's right. Oh, I forgot.
We're going to Oktoberfest.
I remember you said that and I forgot.
So,
We don't know if we can trust you. You don't know if you can trust us. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
you know, we don't know.
I'm really
Politics.
glad he came because he was very skeptical about playing at first because he's a big D&D player, and so
It's different.
Yeah.
And for the folks at home, like, so you have a difficult job playing Elkaris because this was actually an NPC that was meant to be a pivotal, like, plot point
Yeah.
for
Okay.
your group.
okay.
So Star Wars.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust kids in Star Wars. There's been a lot of kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. My character isn't fond of children, so that would make it worse.
Pesky could look the
Like, I
fact
don't
out,
hate
though.
kids. I just don't know what to do with them. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Fair enough.
don't know what to do with them.
Pesky knows what to do. Give them something shiny.
I give the children
That's
the
not
best to
always
keep them
the
entertained.
answer for your children.
And then
they
deal with
start,
things
That's
that
what
just
Jolly
let me
children
set them on fire.
Jolly children something shiny. Keep
they
them
start
happy.
talking and start asking questions.
And then I don't know what to do.
The struggle is real.
It
Yeah,
really
Feel
is.
that.
But so with that, we are closing it out. We will see you guys all
Yes.
next week from
Tune
our
in.
galaxy.
Find out if we got spotted. Because we don't know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Pesky does.
Pesky does.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
It's all my-
And remember, if you guys are not following us on our Discord, we have a Discord. Join us there. We talk about all kinds of things. You can join our Patreon for as little as $3 a month and up to more dollars for more goodies. And that's what helps keep the show running. That's why we're still here. So thank you so much.
That's it. So from our galaxy to yours,
May the force be with you.
always. Bye. Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay,
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter.
and with special brand marketing help by Bailey Hawkins.
Original logo design by Tyler Rigney.
And intro and outro music provided by Galactic Empire. And you can find us on all streaming platforms at Traveling Bantha and now on YouTube.
Don't forget, we also have a Discord where we have channels for all kinds of things. So remember to come join us there and sign up for our Patreon. You get exclusive merch, behind the scenes look, monthly Women of Star Wars episode, and more things as we're always adding them.
And special thank you to Jedi Knight members and higher, including Rooney, Michael Beavers, and James Peak.
And Mark Collier.
And from our galaxy to yours,
May the force be with you.
always.